Hey y'all, it's Dream from where the oak is grown. As you can see, I am sitting in the front yard, and in today's video we are going to be doing the challenge Get to Know Me. I was tagged by Chelsea over at Our Urban Homestead to do this 40 question challenge, but actually it's like 39 questions, but 40 question challenge, and I believe it was started by the New Orleans gardener. So we're just going to get into these questions. I've got them here in front of me, and we're going to go through them and talk about each one of them. So here we go. First question, do I have any pets? Yes, I do. I have 2 dogs, and I have 4 cats and 5 chickens. All of which I love very much. Cotton is a rescue. He is our white pit bull. Pickles is an English bulldog who is my oldest emotional support dog. We have 4 cats. We have Yoda, Lilu, Neja, and Hot Rod. And of course our lovely chickens. Let's see, we have Ruby, we have Paisley, Raptor, Pearl, and Ostara. It's a lot to keep up with. Am I in a relationship? Yes, I have been married to my husband Joe since October of 2002, but we have been together for almost 30 years. We first got together in, what year was that? 1994? It's been a minute. We've been together for quite a while. Do I drink? No, I try not to drink. Occasionally I will have a cold beer, and if I do, I like a Mexican beer or a dark beer. My faith. So I know for some of you this is easy to answer, for some of you it is hard to answer, but one of the things that I lead with my children is always be proud of who you are, be proud of what your faith is, and always be proud of what your path is, as long as that path does not cause evil intent. I believe that religion, no matter what the faith is an extremely personal path. It is an extremely personal walk between the person and the spirit. It is not a walk for anybody else. Yes, I get kind of serious about this. It is not a walk for me to have with anyone else. That walk is between me and spirit. With that being said, for those of you who know me, I am pagan. I was fortunate, and I do mean fortunate, to have been raised by a group of individual and adults within my family that came from a very diverse background. And I raised my children this way, and they raised me this way, and their only responsibility was to introduce them to faith, no matter what it was, and it is their decision to decide how they will walk with their faith. And my parents allowed me to do that. I was baptized Catholic because my father is Italian and he was Catholic. My mother was raised Baptist and Methodist, but her mother was Egyptian, so there was a little bit of that in there as well. My great-grandfather was a Methodist preacher, so I was exposed to Christianity that way. But like I said, faith is a very personal path. But having been pagan, I was led to Wicca. And within the Wiccan faith, no, I'm not a devil worshiper. In fact, I believe that there is evil in everything. I don't believe that evil lies within any religion specifically. I believe it is there regardless of who we are or what we do. But I am a retired minister. I was a Wiccan high priestess that was recognized by the state of Texas and the United States government. So with that being said, yes, I am very proud of who I am, and I am very proud to walk the path that I do. I know for some people that might put you off, but I think sometimes you gotta look within a person. Yes, there are bad people in all religions. It does not matter what walk you do. So there is my spill. That is my faith. Hot dogs or hamburgers? Hamburgers, please. I don't eat lips and ass. Favorite meal? Well, I am Italian and I love a good pasta. Let's see. First drink in the morning. I usually start off with a little swallow of water, but definitely coffee. I have a very busy life and I don't get a lot of hours of sleep. So Let's see, can I do 100 push-ups? No, probably not. My favorite season. Well, here it goes. I love gardening season. I love spring, but if I had to pick a season, for those of you who know me, it is hands down fall. I absolutely love everything about fall. I love the colors. I love the scents. Halloween is my very favorite holiday, and we do it big. Of course, this last year we didn't do it as big, but we do it big here, and we have a lot of low income around us, so we always have Harriet Street's Dead and Breakfast. We set it all up, and it's for children who, and adults, everybody, it's for everybody who may not have the means to go to a haunted house, and they get to come here, and the kids get to go trick-or-treating. They get candy, and they get to see basically a haunted house for free. Let's see, do I have any hobbies? Yes, I do. I love scrapbooking. I am very much big into it, although I haven't been able to do it a lot here in the last few years, just because it's so cluttered in our house. And little Joey, as soon as the paints, the pens, the colors, everything comes out, he wants to help. Tattoos. I have one tattoo right here, and this is Rune and it spells out Aries. I'm not sure if you can see the scar right here. This is my dog's name, and when he was a little puppy, I rescued him out of a cage that he was locked in. He had a broken leg, and when I picked him up, he was so scared. His nails were extremely sharp from digging, trying to get out of this pen, and he literally sliced my wrist open. And I made this joke when he was little that when he died, I would get his name tattooed just under that scar. And on December 28th of 2022, he passed away, and I got this tattoo shortly after. So let's see, next question. Do I wear glasses, really? You can't see these? Yeah, I wear glasses. Believe me, I can't see without them. What are my phobias? Y'all, I don't really have any phobias. I have things that I very much dislike, and those things are cockroaches and June bugs. I can't stand those things. They're just gross to me. Do I have a nickname? Well, Dream is a nickname that my father gave me many, many years ago when I was a very small child. It has a long story that has a different video, but there's a long story, and Dream is that nickname. Let's see. Favorite candy? Just about all dark chocolates. I like dark chocolates. Do I believe in ghosts? I believe that spirits exist and walk among us at all times. I do not believe that once we pass, some of us probably go right on, but some of us still exist on this plane, or at least a piece of us still exists. Have I seen a ghost? Just once, but I've seen many things that made me believe that they were there, but I've only seen one apparition, full apparition. I've seen faces, I've seen shoulders, legs, but I've only seen one full apparition. Okay, next one. Do I have any piercings? Not anymore. Rain or snow? Definitely rain. I cannot stand snow. Age? Proudly 50 years old. French fries or onion rings? You know, it's a kind of a toss-up for me. I love French fries, but a good onion ring, if done right, you know, not oily and greasy, but done right, I like an onion ring too. Do I have any kids? Yes, I have my oldest son, who I had when I was 17. And from him, he has given me 3 grandsons that I am currently raising. And they are 13, 12, and as of yesterday, 4. Favorite color? Again, it comes back to fall. I love all the colors of fall. The rich, royal, deep colors. I absolutely love them. Can I sing? You don't want to hear me sing. Can I whistle? Never been able to. Do I have siblings? Yes, I do. I have an older sister, 2 older brothers, and a younger brother. Can I cook? Italian. Do you understand what would happen to an Italian woman who cannot cook in her family? You would be bye-bye. Can I swim? Yes. Sorry, there's a plane going over, everyone. Yes, I can swim. I swim very well. My grandfather, as I said before, I have come from a very diverse family. My grandfather on my mother's side is Cherokee and Dakota Sioux, and he is French. And had a lot of, I don't know if we want to be called indigenous people or Native American ancestors and family. And on land, I trip over everything. I am the biggest klutz. But in water, I swim like a fish. So my given name is Fish Out of Water. I know it's stupid. But anyways, let's see. Showers or baths? Showers. City or nature? Well, I love the city, but I love spending time in nature. So that's kind of a half and half for me. Am I a good friend? I consider myself a good friend, but I'm also that friend that you won't hear from for a long time, and then suddenly you're on my mind and like, where are you? Are you okay? And I'm calling you out of the blue to see what's going on. That's just who I've always been. Had any broken bones? Unfortunately, yes. Let's see. I have broken my nose twice. I've had a skull fracture when I was much younger. I've broken the top part of my foot. I've broken my ankle. I think I broke a finger when I was young. I got shut in a door on homecoming. Let's see. How many TVs do you have in your house? 5. 2 teenagers. 5. What's the worst pain ever? Well, I think I agree with Chelsea on this one. This can be answered in different ways. Worst emotional pain has been seeing my oldest grandson suffer so much emotionally and having to deal with all he had to and not being able to step in and help him. Also the death of my father when I was very young. That was really hard. Worst physical pain? Currently, it's this sciatic in my back. Childbirth was pretty painful. Actually, I do know my worst pain. I used to barrel race when I was a kid, and I fell off. Well, I didn't fall off. The horse reared up and stumbled backwards in an attempt for me trying to get off of his back. I was trying to get off of him as fast as I could, and he lost his balance and caught me between his body and a very large, sorry, another plane, very large pole. I don't remember the accident, but I remember waking up from the accident, and I was very fortunate I didn't break any bones. But let me tell you, if you've ever had horrible, horrible neck or back pain, it's pretty bad. Can I dance? Did I say I was Italian? Camping or hotel? Definitely camping for me, but the rest, when little Joey, he would love camping, but everybody else is in a hotel, and since this beats us 3-2, it's in a hotel. Am I weird? My darling girl, when are you going to realize that being normal is not necessarily a virtue? It actually denotes a lack of courage. That's from Aunt Frances. How long have you been gardening? Did I say it was 50? So we'll go back to a little bit of history. I was born in California. My mother trained race horses. We had a ranch where she boarded those horses and trained those horses. On that ranch, we grew our own food and we grew our own meat. And so that's where my earliest memory from that is 3 years old. From there, I spent a couple of years not gardening, but my father always made sure I was around gardeners. And then we moved to Kansas when I was 8 years old, and of course my grandfather picked up the rest. So, 30 plus years, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, maybe a little too long. Okay, if you could grow anything, what would it be? Fields upon fields upon fields upon fields of sunflowers. I absolutely love them. And if you are in Texas and you are watching this, out off of 287 heading towards, I think it's Ennis, that's out there in Corsicana. There are fields upon fields upon fields of sunflowers, and you can go visit them anytime you want. And they're absolutely gorgeous. What zone am I in? I am in zone 8A, North Central Texas. So that's a little bit about me. I'm sure this video's a little longer. So now it's my turn to tag and people in this challenge, and I'm going to tag 5 of my girls. The first one being Faith in Arrow Homestead, Tomatoes and Poppies and Everything Garden, Ladies Farm, The Urban Sunflower, my TikTok's garden sister, and East River Homestead, the one who always gives it to me straight and is always seeming to get herself in trouble. So that's getting to know me, and I hope you all enjoyed getting to know a little bit more about me. Let me know down in the comments if you have any more questions. I am pretty much an open book and willing to answer anything you may ask me. Again, thank you for hanging out with me. Until I see you in the next video, you all take care of yourselves. You keep your heads up, and more importantly, no matter how you do it, you keep growing. Bye-bye, y'all.